is a P is a one state and Q is a state. There's two states. Here, the representation. So any representation of the normally we have a normally transitions, but for these transitions I need to represent as a variables. Context free grammar consists of what? Variables or terminal symbols. So here the variable represents, let us take P Q. That means there is a P and there is a, by reading the input string A, we are going to the Q. That is what the basic representation. So that is, this is what the just basic representation of the P A Q in the grammar. So that means simply there is a state P. By reading the input string or by processing the string, we are going at the Q. That is what just representation of the variable. So now we will see that. Now we have to start here. Listen carefully. Every point is very, you have to listen very carefully. Otherwise you won't understand. So what I am doing is, for normally for any context free grammar, there is always start variable, that is starting symbol. Normally the grammar can be represented in the 4 tuple notation. What are the 4 tuples? VTPS, variables, terminals, production rules, and starting variable or starting symbol. So S is a start variable. S is a start variable for every grammar. For every grammar, by default, I am taking S as a starting variable. So now, normally the PDA can be represented. We know that PDA can be represented in the 7 tuples. What are those tuple notation? Normally Q, sigma, and transition, and there is a initial state as well as final state, and there is a stack symbol as well as stack symbols and initial stack symbol Z0. These are the tuples normally representation of the PDA, because here we are considering it as a, the PDA is accepted in the 2 ways. One is acceptance by final state mechanism, acceptance by empty stack mechanism. By default, whatever we are giving, so that is we are taking as a final state mechanism. By default PDA we are generating as a final state mechanism. That's why, sorry, not final state mechanism, empty stack mechanism. That's why final state is always empty. There is no final state concept. It is empty stack mechanism. So now for this grammar, see here. Now try to listen one point. S is always a starting symbol, and by default we are assuming that the PDA is a empty stack mechanism. These are the 2 things you just remember. Now we will see the rules. Just write down rules. Just write down the rules. Rule number 1: the productions for the start symbol S is given by. That means always there is a start symbol is yes. So S has to be derived some productions. S has to be derived some productions. I'm just repeating. Please listen carefully. Please listen carefully. So S is a symbol. S is a symbol. S derives. S is a start variable. S is a start variable. S is a start variable, and where Q0 is a initial state. Q0 is a initial state, and Z0 is the initial stack symbol. This is common for every PDA. This is common for every PDA. S is a start variable. S is a start variable I have to take, and S is deriving the Q0, Z0, followed by suppose the PDA contains many number of states. It may possible 1 or 2 or 3 possible states. So I am taking it as a Q. This Q is either it may be Q naught, either it may be Q naught or Q1, or it may be Q1 or it may be Q2. Suppose our given PDA is a Q naught Q1. So here two possibilities. So after reading this, it is starting from Q naught. By reading the Z naught, it may go to the Q naught or Q1. These are the two possible options. So if it is a single state, we may have only one rule. Otherwise, you may have two rules. So this is either maybe Q1 or Q naught. So this is a rule number 1. Rule number 1 is S is a starting variable and it is reading Q naught is a initial state. By reading the Z naught, I am going to the Q. Either it may be the Q naught, either it may be the Q1, depends on given PDA. So that we will see later. Now this is a rule number 1 for the starting variable. And write down parallelly. Write down the parallelly here. So because these rules are very important, write down. This is rule number 1. Next, rule number 2. Next, rule number 2. We have only 2 or 3 rules. So try to listen carefully. So this is a starting variable ma. This is a starting production. And the next rule is, next rule, rule number 2. Next rule number 2. That is the initial starting symbol. Second rule is for the pop. Let us take the transition. Let us take the transition is always. Let us take the transition is in the form. This is in the form of the transition. If the transition is look like, what is the transition? This transition is a pop. Normally, there is a state Q. A is the input processing symbol. Zi is the initial stack symbol. What we are topmost symbol of the stack, and what we are doing, we are performing the pop operation. So whenever the transition is look like, we need to write its equivalent production. Its equivalent production. See, listen carefully. Its equivalent production as this Q as it is. I am writing this Q is starting state, and the topmost symbol of the stack, whatever it may be, the Zi. This Zi I am writing. Zi I am writing, and it is going to the state Q1. Write down carefully. Q1, and it's derives. That means this is a one variable. This is a one variable. The variable denotes that from particular state, after processing some string, I am reaching it to some other state. That is normally variable we are denoting. So Q is this one, and Zi you need to write here, and this Q1 you should write here, and this A, it's deriving a terminal symbol, that is this is a A. So this is what rule number 2. Whenever there is a pop operation, I need to write its equivalent production as this one. As like this, I need to write. So this is what I need to write. This is rule number 2. This is rule number 2. Listen carefully this rules. If you are not understand these rules, you will never you will never construct the CFG for the given PDA. Otherwise, you will feel that it is very difficult, but it is not a difficult, it is very easy. Most of the times we will see that when the problem is somewhat bigger, we will feel that it is a difficult. No, when the problem is somewhat bigger or lengthy, it is very easy. It is very easy. So only thing is we need to just concentrate. This is rule number 2. And then rule number 3. We are going for the rule number 3. Listen carefully. Rule number 3. Rule number 3 is rule number 3. Suppose it may be, it is not a pop operation, it is a push operation. And in this push operation, so the stack always contain in the 2 consecutive symbols. Sometimes we may insert more than one symbol in the stack. So that is why I am taking all the possibilities. So let us take, whenever there is a transition is look like, whenever there is a transition is look like QA Z0, it is going to the Q1, and my current stack position is Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, and so on. Suppose it may 1, or it may the stack symbol 2, it may have the stack symbol 3. So whatever. So I am taking all the possibilities for this type of transition. For this type of transition, I am writing. This is a state Q. I have to take as normally this one, and the Z0. Here I need to process this Z0 is this one. This is a fixed part. This is what I am writing is fixed part. And it may vary. What is QM means? It is a last one. After reading this one, last one QM. I will tell you what is QM, don't worry. So is derives this A, now listen carefully. This A, now Q1, this Q1, by reading the stack position of this Z1, I am going to Q1 to Q2. Next one, Q1 to Q2. Again, for reading Z2, I am going to Z2, Q2 to, here listen this one carefully. Q2, here it has to start from Q2, and by reading the Z2, I am going to Q3. Again, next, it has to start with the next one is Q3. And by reading Z3, it is going to the Q4. By reading Z3, it is going to the Q4. So again, it has to start with the Q4. So this Z4 is coming to here, and Q5, and so on and so on. What is, I am assuming that, let us take the stack position is Z1, Z2, and so on, Zm. So Qm minus 1. Qm minus 1, by reading the Zm, it has to be Qm. And remember carefully, this Cm, Qm, and this point remember carefully, and this Qm has to be same. Remember, it is a QM, it is also a final one QM. This point is very important. Whatever I am declaring this QM, it has to be same as the final one. And one more point is what? Here it has to be same. Q2 has to be same, and Q3 here it has to be Q3 like this. It is Q4 and it's a Q4. This 2 points you try to remember. Remember these 2 points carefully. So we need to write all this here like this, and see here it has to be repeated where for each Qi. Suppose I need to repeat for each state. It's not it may the PDA may consist of 1 or 2 or 3 4 states, and the stack symbols is Z1 Z2 Z3 Z4. I need to take for all the states. I need to take for all the states. I need to repeat this process for all the states. I hope you understood these 3 rules. Even if you not understand at this point of time, don't worry. Just remember these rules. Now we will apply these 3 rules into our normally, right? Normally PDA consists of either push operation or pop operation and the starting productions. So for push operation, how I am writing the transitions. For the pop operation, how I am writing the transition. These 2 things you need to remember. So then remaining part is very easy. So let us take one simple example. Let us take a simple example. So after applying these 3 rules, you need to try to minimize the context free grammar, because whatever we have generated this context free grammar is need not be a minimized context free grammar. You should minimize the context free grammar. So now we will take one problem and we will see that. So these are the just the rules I am explaining, the same like example. See here. This is what the given transition. Let us example, or otherwise we will directly take the problem. No, I will explain, but let us see that. See, this is a where transition ma. This is one transition in the push down automata. This is a given transition. What is this transition? Q0 B Z0 is equal to, it's going to the Q0 Z Z0. So this is what the given transition. Now let us example, this PDA consists of this whatever it is, the PDA consists of 2 states. It may be the Q0 and Q1, but in this transition only 1 state. But normally the PDA consists of 2 states. So whenever you encounter this type of transitions, you should write fixed part. What is a fixed part? You need to write this is very carefully. So don't by heart, simply see that how I am writing. Whenever there is a state Q0, I am writing this Q0. This is a fixed part. This is called as a fixed part, whatever I am writing. And this is Z0. This Z0 is also a fixed part by reading this Z0. But it is depends on, it will depend on last one. This is like a QM, rule number 3. It is a QM. This will be depends on last one. So I am leaving empty. So I am not writing at this point of time. Fixed part I will write initially, then I am not writing this one. And it will go to the B. I will go to the B, and where it is starting from Q0, this B I am just writing. And let us take this is a Q0. And what is the first one? It is Z. So I need to write, this is also Q0 is also fixed part, and Z is also fixed part. Z I am writing. This Z I am writing as it is. And now this one will be depend on here. This will be depends on here. These two things will be should be same. So I am not writing at this point of time. So next fixed part is Z naught. This fixed part first initially you repeat 4 times. Why 4 times? Because my PDA consists of two states, Q0, Q1, but I have not mentioned in this transition. But actually my PDA consists of two states, Q0, Q1, and my stack symbols are Z, Z0. So 2 into 2, 4 possibilities. So that's why I need to write all the 4 possibilities. So this 4 possibility, this fixed part I am repeating. See here also Q0, here also Q0, here also Q0. Z0, 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 Z0. And this B will be same. And here also Q0, Q0, Q0. Here it is a Z, 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 Z. Here it is a Z0, 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 Z0. It is repeating. This you have to repeat 4 times. Now the remaining part, variable part. The remaining variable part you have to write what? Here it is the same. Q0, Q0. And here Q0, if it is a Q0, it has to be a Q0. Normally we know that whenever there is a 4 possibilities, what are the 4 possibilities? Like simple 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 concept, right? Simple here also. Here Q0, it has to be Q0. Here I will take, if it is a Q0, it has to be a Q0. Next, I will take, if it is a Q0, here also it has to be Q0. If I will take Q1, it has to be a Q1. And similarly, there is a 1, 0 possibility here. If it is a Q1, it has to be Q1 because QM, QM has to be same. Here, if it is a Q0, it has to be a Q0. Here I have taken Q1, I have to take here a Q0. Similarly, here I have taken Q1, Q1, and here also Q1, Q1. These are the 4 possibilities you have to write. Simple. Next, follow my approach, then only it will be easy. Next rule is, suppose the transition is look like if it is ZZ also same like same. And now we will see the problem directly. Let us take one problem. Let us take one problem. This is a given problem. Example 1, this is what? This is a given problem. Give the equivalent CFG for the following PDA. For the following PDA where the transitions are defined like this. Where the transitions are defined. So this is what the given. Till now I have discussed what are the rules. Now this is what the given PDA. PDA, this is what given PDA. Q0, Q1. What is the Q0, Q1? Is the states, number of states, Q. Q is the number of states. What are how many states? Q0, Q1. And what is the input alphabet? Input alphabet is A comma B. Input alphabet is A comma B. And what are the Z, Z0? Z, Z0 are the stack symbols. Tau. Tau is nothing but what? Stack symbols. And these are the transitions. These all the transitions are defined here. These all are transitions. And Q0 is the initial state and Z0 is a initial stack symbol. Here pi indicates what? There is no final state. It is a acceptance by empty stack mechanism. Pi indicates that acceptance by empty stack mechanism. Now we will see that. Now this is a given PDA. Normally the PDA consists of both push operation and pop operation. We know that rules. When I give this push op, when I give the push operation, how can I write the CFG? When I give the pop operation, how can I write the CFG? That rules I know very well. So this is a given rules. These are the given rules. This is a given PDA. For this PDA, I should generate context free grammar. Always remember. Now I need to generate Now let us take the solution. This is what the given transitions. Q naught, B, Z naught, Q naught, Z, Z naught. So like these are the given transitions. So normally the states, how many states are there? Q naught, Q1. And we need to first identify how many symbols are possible. So S is the starting variable, and the variables I already given in the starting. Variables can be denoted as a Q naught. By reading the stack symbol, I am going to the particular state. So what are the possibilities? Q naught, Z, Z naught, Q naught. Because how many stack symbols are there? Z, Z naught. How many states are there? Q naught, Q1. So that is why S is the initial starting variable. Q naught, Z naught, Q naught. And Q naught, Z naught, Q1. And it may start with Q1, Z naught, Q naught. It may with Q1, Z naught, Q1. Like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 possibilities. Similarly for Z also, Q naught, Z, Q naught, Q1, Q1, Q naught, Q1, Q1. So the total 9 variables are involved. There is a chance of involving 9 variables. 9 variables means 9 non-terminals are involved in this context-free grammar, whatever we are going to generate. So now I already know that what is the starting variable. Starting variable already generated. S derives. Rule number 1. What is rule number 1? See here. Rule number 1. S derives. S derives Q naught, Z naught, Q. S derives Q naught, Z naught, Q. S is a starting variable. Q naught is the initial starting variable, starting state. Z naught is a starting stack symbol. And here it Q naught either or maybe Q1. So I am writing as it is. See here. So here S derives Q naught, Z naught, Q naught. This is a fixed part. See here. What is here? Q naught, Q naught, Z naught. Here Q naught, Z naught. But here it may be the Q naught. Variable part is either Q naught or Q1, because how many states? 2 states. If it is only one state, then I can only write Q naught, Z naught, Q naught only. Here this variable won't come because it's a 2 states. That's why I have written Q naught, Z naught, Q naught, Q naught, Z naught, Q1, because it's a starting variable. So it has to be Z naught only. Initial stack symbol is Z naught only. If it is consist of more than Z, Z or X, Y, Z, some extra symbols also we won't include in the starting variables. This is what the starting. The next one is, for every production you should write this one. For every production, for every PDA, the initially you should write this one. Next rule. Next rule number, next production. What is the next production? See, next production is this one. Let us take this transition Q naught A Z, Q naught A Z. I am going to Q naught A Z. I am going to Q1 and only one stack symbol. Here it is. Only one stack symbol, and states are how many? 2 states. Q naught, Q1. And one stack symbol. How many transitions you will get? How many productions you will get? 2 productions only. 2 into 1. Suppose if it is a 2 symbols, then 2 into 2, 4. So that is a way of writing. Let us take Q naught is this Q naught. This is a fixed part. And Z, this Z is a fixed part. And Q naught is depends on final here this one. So it's not a fixed part. So this is a variable part. And derives A I am writing as it is here, and Q1 is a fixed, and this Z is a fixed part. What are the variables part? Q naught, Q naught. Here only 2 possibilities. Here Q1 and Q1. So we have only 2 possibilities. If it is a Q naught, it has to be Q naught. Here also. If it is a Q1, it has to be Q1. So that is a equivalent equivalent production for the given transition. And the next one is pop operation. Next, what is a pop operation? See here directly. Next, this is a pop operation. The CFG for this is a transition is look likes. This is a transition where it is look likes the transition. So this transition is this transition is like pop operation. This for this pop operation Q1 and this Z is same as here it is a Q1 and directly thus derives B. This is a B where I am writing this is a pop operation. So similarly so for this operation also I can write like this. So here also same like Q1 A Z0, it's already same. It's the same as the previous one. So what it is Q and Z0 and this Q0 and derive CA sorry, this Q0 will be depends on final last one. So this is a Q0. So here Q0 will be depends on here also this is a Q1 and it has to be Q1 because only we have a one stack position Z0, so two states, so we have only two possibilities. So that's what given this one. So now after that we can simplify the given grammar. So eliminate useless symbols. Useless symbols means what? The production which is not deriving terminal symbols, the productions which are not deriving from the starting variable. So like this, those productions you can try to simplify and just you need to remove that productions. So how you say this is a variables? You need to assume that these all the variables, how can you assume? So these all the variables, let us try to assume that if you confuse, yes, let us take this as a B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Try to rename these variables. This Q0, Z0, Q0, Z0, Q1 indicates that it's a. So like this, you can try to rename the variables. So like if you simplify this grammar, you will get this like this. If you simplify after elimination of useless symbols and useless productions, you will get this grammar. Because I have eliminated some useless symbols. So this is what the given. See here in the previous SDRS Q0, Z0, Q0, and we have a Q0, Z0, Q1 also. But I have eliminated Q0, Z0, Q1 because it's a useless production, useless symbol. And let us example, you take one more problem. This a Q is a one state. This IE is a input stack symbol, and X comma Z is a stack symbols, and transition initial state, and Z is a initial stack symbol, and Q0 is a state where I added some transitions. Transitions will be like this: QIZ is going to Q comma XZ. This is a push operation. These two are the pop operations. So I know that how can I write the push operations? How can I write the? So now we know that normally the non-terminals. How many non-terminals are involved? See, S is a one variable. And here X comma Z. There are two variables and how many states? Only one states. So QXQ, because only we have a one state QXQ and QZQ. These are the possible variables in this grammar. So I need to write first starting production. What is the starting production? S derives QZQ. Yes, derives QZQ because I have only one state. I don't have a multiple states. So I have only one state. So QZQ. And next, what is the transition? Next one is push operation. What is the push operation? QIZ Q comma X comma Z. So here we have a transitions will be look like. So here Q, here let us take the Q because we have only one state. So QZQ, where it is going to the I. What is this I? And where I am getting as a I denotes that QXQ, QXQ, and the next one is QZQ, because this is a fixed part. This is a fixed part. Q is a fixed part, Z is a fixed part, and everything is fixed. Here X comma Z. So because we have only one transition, so we have written X by reading the QXQ, QZQ. We don't have two transitions. That's why we are not taking. So, and the next one is similarly. So let us take the transition QEX comma QE. For this transition, I need to write, see here, QXQ. This Q I am writing as it is. This X is I am writing this X, and is deriving QXQ is derives E. This is what E is deriving. This is a pop operation. This is what the given pop operation. Next transition is what? Q epsilon Z is Q E. So how can I write this one? Q, and it has to be read with the Z. Q is derives epsilon, because here only epsilon, there is no E. So here epsilon. These are the possible productions are possible. So now how can I rename that QZQ? I renamed it as a. So let us take, I have renamed. S is a starting variable, and this is a. This is B. This QXQ I am renaming as a. QZQ I am renaming it as a B. So this is what. So now see here, S, A, B are nothing but here it is a states I, E, P comma S, variables, terminals, productions, and terminal symbols, starting variable. So here let us take a starting variable. S derives A, because this production S derives QZQ means I have renamed it as a. QZQ is a, and next one, A derives IBA, because I am renaming the variables. This is A, this is B. QXQ I renaming it as a. QZQ I renaming it as a B. So IBA or epsilon, B derives E. So this is what the context-free grammar for the given push down automata. Similarly, try to do for this problem also, convert the PDA to CFG. So you try to do homework for this problem. So simple, how I am writing the push operation, how I am writing the pop operation. That's it. Only these two rules. Based on these rules, I am writing all the productions, and I have eliminating. I'm eliminating useless symbols, and useless symbols you need to eliminate. Useless symbols you try to eliminate. Only eliminate useless symbols. You just try to keep epsilon productions also. No, you don't need to eliminate epsilon productions. Just only eliminate useless symbols, so that we will try to minimize the number of productions. So this is what problem, and then you try to do this problem as a homework. You try to take a screenshot this problem, and